the final Friday football that we have. This is the last one. This is it. Red Zone will have to adapt to baseball and other sports, basketball, whatever we do moving forward in the off season.
I defy that. No, it does not. I can always make it about football. I can always find a way. And we start today with a first down. Of the following young defensive backs for Florida State, you are most excited to see whom in spring camp? And I'm going to give you a list because some of them have already played. So I'm trying to go with guys that haven't played a bunch, if at all. Charles Lester III, Kai Bates, Jamari Howard, Ricky Knight.
Okay, nobody's going to agree with me on this. Nobody. But it's Howard. And I really, really hope he's healthy. And I'm sorry I'm going to get your hopes up out there because you're going to say, oh, man, really? You're going to do this? Because all of those are great candidates. And we've seen most of those guys out there doing it, some more than others. And we can see the upside, really see the upside. And Ricky Knight made a ton of plays in practice this year. And so there's a lot of that there. But Howard is a freakish athlete. He runs, he glides, and he is long, and he is a freak athlete. And I just want to see what that looks like. So that was the question. You said, who am I most looking forward to? Yeah. It may not be the guy that's going to get the run, may not be the guy that's going to get the start or anything. I just want to see him and how he's responded to the injury. He had surgery. We know that. I'm rooting for him to get it all the way back because, buddy, he turned heads when he started camp with that speed. So
I liked just on the hoof, just looking at how he's built, modern style of defensive backs, especially on the perimeter. It's actually Kai Bates. Lester could end up being the best of them all, and we're not trying to avoid the Charles Lester thing here. It's just for me, Bates' build. He's huge.
Yeah, he's huge. He looks like he could be a linebacker at some point.
I'll read it off to you, and you'll say, well, I mean, that's large, Tom, and it's not huge. He's 6'2", 190 in the listing. I'm telling you, just the way it presents on the field, it looks menacing. Mm-hmm. I think of physical style corner play, maybe in the mold of a Xavier Rhodes. I think Xavier was a little bit shorter than that. But man, there's something about that build that if you're trying to invoke physicality as a defense, that body type screams perfect fit. Now, I don't know. Maybe he can't play. Maybe at college level, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, it might be that simple. But you've had a year in a system. You're still going to get coached by Surtain, and he was coaching corners last year. Safeties, Evan Cooper's now in there. But Tony White is going to be in the mix with different principles. It's a blank slate for so many guys in that defense. I'm just interested to see, can that body type translate into some ass kicking? And I think Kai Bates has a chance to be that.
What I like is the options you just laid bare are all great. So I feel very, very good about where we're at there. Second down, more excited for. This is one or the other. Defensive lineman, true freshman Kevin Wynn, or defensive lineman, true freshman Tylon Lee? Kevin Wynn. I think he has a chance to impact the team immediately. You don't see body types that are like that coming in as a freshman at that position too often. He kind of fits that mold of guys that you can tell year one are going to make a big difference. So I'm really excited about Kevin Wynn.
Yeah, he's the same height as Kai Bates, but you add basically a Ricky Fowler or Justin Thomas in terms of weight. He's 6'2", 320 pounds. But Tylon Lee already enters Florida State at 6'4", 245.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be a true freshman edge rusher and have a chance to even be in the rotation, you need to probably be over 220 pounds.
And he is.
And he's 245 at 6'4". Yeah.
Well, wait till he starts eating and lifting in this system. Yeah. No, he's going to put some weight on. I'm with you, but yeah, I'll go with Wynn. Third down, a deviation to the pros real quick. The Florida State Seminole that you want to see win the Super Bowl the most is who? Are there any Noles on the Bucs currently? Because that's the answer. Jared Verse. I mean, good Lord, man. And it was so cool to see him win Defensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, you saw the jacket?
I did.
The inside of the jacket with the Albany and the Florida State.
I actually watched a fair amount of that last night. Oddly enough, I watched the last 45 minutes of it, the award show.
Yeah. No, I think it's Verse. I wish he didn't play for the Rams, but it's Verse. I love it's infectious, and yeah, probably Jared Verse.
All right, 4th down. This is shot in the dark, throwing darts in the expanse of nothingness. Jaylen Lucas, do you have any personal expectations for Jaylen Lucas this year? Because personally, I thought there was a chance that he might be our best skill position player. And last year, even in limited reps against Georgia Tech, you saw some of the feistiness that went along with him. You got Squirrel White now on the roster to take over some of the shiftiness and top-end speed, special teams return ability. What about Jaylen Lucas? That would be my question. What about Jaylen Lucas? Could he not still be an impact player this year?
Well, he could, and I do have a lot of excitement surrounding his play. I will just say, just like with Squirrel, health is going to be a big part of all of this. So for both those gentlemen, I'm eager to see what they are in the spring. I'm eager to see, are they all the way back?
Right. Can they even participate? Can they participate?
Right. I don't even know. Because if they can and they're all the way back, we got us a little something. We got us a little something in terms of shiftiness and speed. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you would still have a ton of speed. Last year, that was the emphasis. You thought you were going to be able to ground and pound, throw over the top. But Jaylen Brown didn't go anywhere. Jaylen Lucas didn't go anywhere. You add Squirrel White. Danzy can absolutely fly. We saw the track, speed, in Florida State lower in the 400. He had a top 5 finish, or might have been the 200. Mario would know. He can correct me on it. But that dude's track speed plays on the field. Doesn't always happen like that. So it's just, you could still have all of that speed, especially if Lucas comes back. I feel like he's a forgotten weapon with all the guys we've been talking about.
Football season can't get here fast enough, damn it.